Greetings, ladies and gents, and welcome to Sonic 3 and Knuckles Part 8, and we are in the Lava Reef Zone.
I'm
Which
gonna be honest, I actually really don't like this zone.
I like this
But
zone.
I don't think it's a reef if it's just lava. Like,
It's that's what I was about to say. It's more rocks than reef.
is there any coral in the lava or anything?
Well, in the
Rock
second
coral.
half there's crystals.
Let's just call it
That,
rock coral and let's be done.
okay.
Lethal lava land lime zone,
That doesn't even make any sense.
limestone zone.
That doesn't make any
I
sense.
forgot to put in put stone at the end of lime. Sorry.
So what's the weird gas over there?
Um,
Uh,
it's legit just gas. If you get hit by it, you start
it's
losing rings, and you can't
you know
jump.
I always imagined it's like visible water vapor.
That's
But
still
why would that
Sonic, you know?
hurt you though? Like, when you think
Uh,
about that, right? Wouldn't that just do nothing?
in the land of Sonic, anything is possible.
The thing is about that gas, it really doesn't mean much because you can just spin dash, it'll come right off. So yeah, pointless.
Well, granted, while I did say that I didn't really like the way I don't really like the stage design of this level. I gotta admit, its music and the atmosphere is really cool.
Well, you can say that about a lot of Sonic 3. The music and atmosphere is pretty good.
Okay,
Honestly,
you're very true, very true.
honestly, I just remember as a kid, I remember the zone as the zone I got hit a lot.
That's exactly why I don't like it, because there's so many obstacles in your way,
Lo-
especially if you don't have access to a fire shield.
Lava, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Believe me, when I play this level, I hold onto the fire shield for dear life. I get pretty salty when I lose it.
Well, actually, normally what I do when I play this level is I just go hypersonic, and then just yeah.
Okay, but as a kid, I sucked, so I didn't have access to either the Chaos or Emerald or Super Emerald.
Yeah,
So
when I first started, playing Sonic 3, I think I was able to at least get the first three Chaos Emeralds consistently, and then I got good.
I just could never memorize where they were as a child, so I just never bothered. Most
Yeah,
of the time, I never bothered with
it's
them.
better just use a guide.
I knew where the big rings were. I just sucked at the special stages.
Well, no, Ramon. Speaking of that, I've heard a lot of people say that they're still discovering secret rings to this very day in Sonic 3, and a lot of people just say, well, why didn't you just use a guide in the first place? But I don't really like using a guide for something like Sonic 3 to find them. I feel
Well,
like I'm cheating.
well, it's most
Not
well,
really.
it also,
I don't feel so when it comes to stuff like this.
Sonic 3 isn't exactly a game that you would go out of it with 100% because Chaos Emeralds don't really change the ending that much.
Yeah, well,
They just give you access to a broken form.
The only
yeah.
thing that hold on, speaking of special ring, there's one in that section I was in just now. I have no idea how to get to it. The only
I think you're supposed to use the electrical shield to get the extra jump to get up to it.
no, it's at the bottom. Like it's right under here. Like
Oh,
there's an invisible ceiling up there, and I can only get up there through tails. I have no idea how else you can get up there.
Is there any breakable walls or anything?
I have no idea. I tried everything, spin dash, jumping through, like nothing. I can only get up there as tails.
like is it just too high for like Sonic or Knuckles to naturally get up there?
Yeah, it's too hot. Because again, it's a ceiling, so Knuckles can't just climb up there, and Sonic doesn't have any abilities to fly. So
Maybe if you had hypersonic, you could use the air dash.
no, it's not high enough.
It's not high enough.
No.
Uh, Wait, can't you use tails? Like,
As two players, yes, you can just cheese it by making tails carry you up there, but that's if you have a controller and you have a friend next to you to do it.
I mean, if you were really lonely, you could just attach the second controller to the Genesis anyway and play by yourself.
How do
Or
you
if you're
think
playing
people-
on a keyboard, you can just assign player two controls and go from
Well,
there.
that's cheating. You're using emulators to accomplish that. Back then we always borrowed your friend's Game Boy Color so that you can use the link cable and get free Pokemon or extra Pokemon that you can't get in your own version.
No, nobody ever let me borrow their DS to get free Pokemon. They just traded with me.
I have. Well, I did it right in front of them, obviously, but still.
Hey, I'm just gonna borrow your DS, and you never see it again.
You
That,
never
that,
see
that
it
reminds me
again.
of the time when do any of you guys ever had Pokemon cards?
Yes, I have.
Yep.
Alright, I was a dumb kid and I made a really bad trade with the guy for a Blizzkin. I gave him all my Eevee evolutions.
Oh, you dumbass.
Why would
I
you
was
do
a dumb
that?
kid, and I was very naive at that point.
Now you
Like-
can tell I'm very You can tell I was very nervous about losing my rings.
Yes, to go off on a little tangent for a bit. What do you think is the stupidest trades you've made as a kid, as a child, when it comes to like card games or stuff? Because I think the stupidest trade I've ever done, well, not me being stupid, but my friend being stupid. I gained his Jolteon EX and I gave him a Skitty.
Alright, for me it's probably the Eevee trade, but my brother had a really dumb one. He traded, you guys ever play Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
Yep.
He traded one of the Red Eyes dragons for a really terrible card. Because a guy I knew said he's gonna give him a really good card for it.
And let me take a guess, he never got that card.
No, he got a card. It was just it was awful.
And I've never really had that type of experience. All I know is that people have told me stories how they managed to get like usually like a toy or a complete game for a card.
What?
I've never heard of anybody getting a full game just for giving them a Pokemon card.
Yeah, maybe
Hey,
like
man,
a set, but
those collectibles were like, you know, an actual thing. Like,
But then again, weirder things have happened.
all right, so we pretty much glossed over the mini boss, and now we're in the second half of Lava Reef, which isn't exactly lava. It's more flamethrowers and crystals.
yeah, I
Again,
actually really
I-
like this part of the level.
Again, aesthetically, I love the way this level looks, but it has the same problem for me that Zone 1 has, is that it's still way too obstacle heavy.
It's just cluttered. I think that's the reason why. There's a lot of shit going on.
I still think it's kind of fun, honestly. Like,
Also, this is their last chance to actually get any special rings. So, if you've been fucking your way to this point, well then, you suck.
Well, to be fair, if you're at this point of the game and you haven't collected any like Chaos Emeralds or Super Emeralds, then you're probably not getting them.
yeah.
Unless you know every nook and cranny where each special ring is, and you know there's exactly 7, and you can't fuck up once. Then yeah.
Well, if you had the Xbox version of the Mega Collection, that actually has save states.
Oh yeah, you're
Well,
right.
so does the PC version.
But wait, was the Mega Collection on the PC?
Yeah, Sonic and Sega Mega Genesis Mega Drive collection thing, whatever. It's the
It was
official
there-
Sega emulator thing.
There was two collections during at that time. There was the Sonic Mega Collection with the mainstream Sonic games, and there was Sonic Gems Collection with like the.
Yeah, the Sonic Mega Collection and Gems Collection.
And was Tails just clipped through the floor?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, well, he's
Tails
Tails.
does-
He can break physics
Yeah.
when he wants.
Yeah, Tails' AI does some really weird stuff in this game when you off-screen him far enough.
Fuck.
You know, I never understood that. You have something that's called, they're shooting flamethrowers at you, but you've got a water shield. So shouldn't that just douse the flames on contact?
You'd think, but no, it's too hot in here.
Yeah. It's also weird how the water
Fuck.
shield gives you unlimited air, even though that's not how it works.
There, you happy? I broke the game.
You should have been doing this from a long time ago, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I'd like to see a full playthrough of just breaking the game.
But that's boring.
You'd get it done a lot faster, though.
I'm too I'm too good.
Well,
I'd offer a rebuttal to that, but I don't have one, so you win this round.
you can show even how much better you are when you're breaking the game as well.
So, by the way, speaking of that, are you going to be embarrassing Knuckles during his boss battle?
Most likely. Because
because-
I do love at least doing that.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, like, Knuckles' AI is rock stupid by default, but when you've got Hypersonic or Supersonic, it's even worse.
Well, Knuckles is basically the ultimate jobber in the Sonic universe.
Oh yeah, okay, so the reason I went to this bonus stage even though I hate it is because I just wanted to turn out Supersonic. Or Hypersonic.
Do you really hate Hypersonic that
It's not that I
much?
hate it, it's just it's boring.
You want to have some semblance of a challenge, right?
Yes.
Though you act like Sonic games are that hard.
Look, it's not even, well, then again, it also takes 2 hits for anything to kill you, so.
Well,
Plus
same with
crushing.
Mario, but you can take more hits.
Well, Sonic can live longer than Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he just needs one ring.
Yeah, and you can keep getting that ring back again.
Unless you play Sonic Rush.
Yeah, which for some reason they changed that, which is still stupid.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Like the more you get hit, the further your rings are flying off. I guess.
Yeah, which doesn't make any sense.
Was
I
that
guess-
in Sonic Colors DS though?
I honestly do not remember.
I've never played Sonic Colors DS. So
I
I'm
had
not
the
sure.
DS version.
Because like
just
I
don't
know,
remember.
I know Colors DS was based on the Rush engine.
Yeah, it was. I'm not sure if they've changed that or if they kept it the same.
I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't change it.
You know, this still
You know,
should technically
Sonic,
should just
they
crush me and die and kill me instantly.
they had a lot of time to get out of the way.
Yeah, you would think with Sonic being the fastest thing alive.
Now you'd think you'd feel a little more threatened that there's lava everywhere, but now you have the fire shield.
Yeah, you got the fire shield, so it doesn't matter.
Although the auto-scrolling sections do not work for Sonic. They don't.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they don't really have them.
This one does, and it's kind of annoying. Tails died because what was a moment there as solid lava ground was now a bottomless pit.
But hey,
Did
the
you say
Death Egg
wait.
has the greatest jump face of all time.
Wait, hold on a minute. Did you say it's solid lava ground?
Well, it is solid, except for this one. You're falling through it. It's not even. It's a background object.
So a lava fall.
It's a lava fall, yes. It always
You know,
sounds.
realistically, you should have burned to a crisp by now.
Well, he should have died from the extreme heat. Alone.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what? Cartoon. Funny thing here. With Eggman's head there, if you have Tails' super form, his head starts glowing.
Is there any reason
What?
why though?
Because this is back in the day when games were programmed to have specific color palettes. If that makes any sense. And
Yeah, so they would
Yeah.
share pallets.
yeah, it's
Also,
just like the
I just have a quick question. If you fall into the lava right into the fire shield, will it do anything?
no, you're
No, it
fine.
won't.
But you got to be careful because the spike balls could just knock you right out of it. So
Yeah, the really, if you have got a fire shield, the only obstacle in this boss fight at all is the spike balls. Other than that, you're fine.
yeah, I'm just placing myself properly so I don't get blindsided.
They're also going like awfully close to the edge of the platform.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
And you'd think Eggman would get the idea that, this isn't working. Maybe we should think of something else.
Well,
Well, it's not like he can create something on the fly right now.
he's not Tails.
At this point, I think he just has like a garage full of like random contraction he just picks out of a hat.
What if he didn't actually invent anything? What if it's just whatever his uncle left him?
No, you know what it really is? It's Acme.
Yeah, I was about to say it's Acme. It's Acme. The same place Wile E. Coyote gets his shit.
And suddenly, okay, I never understood this when I was a child. Did the place just darken, or did the lava like solidify?
I don't think
Um,
solid lava would look like this.
So what do you know?
I don't know. All I know, well, lava is just basically melted rock, isn't it? Hello?
Well, you cut out for a sec. We didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Isn't like lava just melted rock?
Melted rock.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
So, and then the way how the background depicted a little bit earlier was the Death Egg. The Death Egg started reactivating. It was using the rocket booster, so I'm guessing it heated the entire area. I'm not sure if that really affects lava, but
I'm not sure because lava is mainly made through, what do you call it? Through the center of the earth, like geothermal heat.
right.
But
Okay,
like,
well then.
yeah.
Okay,
I
well
don't
then
think I don't think you make lava when you heat stuff up that much. You need like ridiculous amounts.
Okay, well that
Because
just made absolute.
it's basically just changing state. Because normally if you heat something up like that, it'll just turn to ash.
Alright, in that case, it's just basically running off of Sonic the Hedgehog's known for bullshit.
The point is that physics don't mean jack shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to collect 50 rings here. Please let me do it. Please.
I'm sure you can do it. It's not that difficult.
It's not even that. It's just the more I touch the blocks, the more the chances of me actually getting fucked over.
Well, you have those. You have to avoid those rolling cannon things.
Springs. Oh shit! No,
Jerome, what are you doing?
I am trying to not fuck up. Get the
Just
rings,
grab the
goddamn!
rings.
Thank you. I will gladly
No.
leave now.
All right. I thought you were gonna go for like 100 or something.
No, I just want enough rings to fuck over Knuckles. Just don't run into him like that.
You know what? That's a good enough goal.
I love how
There
you're
we
giving
go.
him a semblance. Never mind.
You have to give him the illusion that he has a chance, and then just take it away from him.
This is pathetic.
He just gets up like nothing happened.
You didn't win. I let you win.
I let you win. I have a super state too, you know. Look at these emeralds. It means I'm on a whim, but I gotta get my my
You
precious
know,
stone back.
realistically, yeah, you could have just went hypersonic again. In fact, you all could have just went super right now.
Yeah. And now
So
Knuckles is dead.
Yeah, Knuckles died.
Tails, get off him.
The end. And Tails is teabagging him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, stop teabagging him. Jesus. He doesn't deserve this much flack. Kinda.
Well,
Okay,
you
it's
just kind of screw up your adventure.
well, you know what? It's his first offense. He didn't know any better at this time.
What about the Game Boy games, or the Game Gear games?
What about the Game Gear games?
What about the Game Gear games?
Didn't he mess you up in those as well? In Sonic, Triple, whatever it was called?
We don't like to talk about those, Ramon.
Well,
Those
Triple
don't
Deluxe
exist.
isn't that bad. It was pretty good.